PC Perspectives coverage of the 2014 Consumer Electronics Show is brought to you by AMD and the next generation A-Series APU. We're here at the Lenovo suite at CES 2014. We're going to take a look at the new Thinkpad X1 Carbon. This is the updated version for 2014 that will actually be available as you watch this. So you can see it's got the very similar design to it that we're used to seeing. This model is thinner and lighter than the previous versions. We'll show you some of the outside first. You can see very thin laptop, 17 millimeters, and 2.8 pounds for the non-touch version, and just about 3 pounds, maybe slightly under 3 pounds for the version with the touchscreen. You can see connectivity here. You've got a charging and dock connection, full-size HDMI, display port, and USB 3.0, as well as your audio. And then on this side, another USB 3, and that second connection is actually a Ethernet connection, a native Ethernet connection that will ship with a dongle. So some of the interesting changes that you'll see as we open it up actually revolve around the input mechanism. So you may notice the keyboard looks a little bit differently. There's no function row across the top. Back here you have your backspace and delete. You've got home and end, replacing the caps lock, but you can still enable caps lock if you need to scream at people on the internet by double tapping shift. Trackpad has changed. Now it's kind of sleeker, integrated the buttons along the top. Now what's kind of interesting here, we'll see how it shows up on video, is this row of adjustable buttons, I guess we'll say, that you can change between. You can see right now you've got your standard F keys, F1 through 12, Wi-Fi indicator, that type of thing. But as I touch this key, you'll notice that they change. Now I've got volume, brightness, and some of your general cut, paste, or well, cut there, voice recognition and gesture control options, and we can cycle through there. There's one for internet-based browsing and one for VoIP, where you can control microphone settings and camera settings. And most of these will adjust based on the application you're using. So if we open up Internet Explorer, it will show, and it will actually change, so you've got your back icon, reload, and appropriate functions there. But if you want to change it, you can still hit this button, and the functionality still works. If you want to use Alt F4, you can still do that. They've integrated some functions for, like, if you need the insert key, you can use Control I believe is what it is. They have some keyboard shortcuts, and they have a handy guide for you if you need access to those. So it's a pretty interesting little contraption. I'm not sure yet on it. It sounds like something we'd have to use to see if we really like the changeover from the standard row of keys, but it definitely looks nicer, and it's pretty sleek. I think by far my favorite feature of this will be the improved battery life, partially due to a slightly larger battery and the Haswell architecture. We're now up to 9 hours of battery life through their standard test, and I think it was 5 on the previous iteration. So that is the new Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon.